Dudes, what's up? Boy, am I one happy dude this morning. I didn't even need my coffee. I still drank coffee, but I didn't really need it. I'm like wide awake. I'm excited. So, a few videos back, can't even talk. I mentioned how I was going to attempt to get a permit for a piece of private timberland, whatever you want to call it. So they went on sale, I think the 20th, May 20th, the first time, something like that. Anyways, one of those dates. And their website crashed after I got booted off. So it was stupid because these permits are pretty popular. I mean, out here, if you're hunting on public land, it sucks. Public land hunting is, excuse me, goodness, I got the hiccups. Public land hunting out here is just horrific. I mean, you get some areas that I'm sure are a lot better than they are, but the area that I've been hunting basically the last 5-6 years, I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been it's 2020, so 7 years. So we'll say 6 years, because my wife and I will be married for 7 years come this fall. So we'll say 6 years, because I didn't hunt the first year that we were married. Because I was still in the military. But anyways, the spot I've been hunting, it hadn't been bad. It was actually a pretty decent spot for a while. And just the last 2 years alone, it's just gotten retarded. And you know, I get out there, you spend all that time, you do all the scouting, everything, and you spend all that time, for, I'm hiking up and down the side of a freaking mountain, a few times a weekend, trying to scout deer, looking for deer trails, looking for a good area to set up, clearing brush, making shooting lanes, stuff like that. And, I spent all this time, I was very invested in this area that I hunt. And I still kind of am. It's going to be hard leaving there because I've been on a quest to shoot a deer out of there for 6 years. But, yeah, just like the last couple of years out there, I've had people start target shooting right next to me. Like the cut I hunt out in the woods, it's two separate cuts with a stand of standing timber, a strip of standing timber in between the cut I hunt and then the other cut. And the strip of timber that's still standing it's not like a huge swath of woods. No, it's literally 5 trees. They're all in a line. That's what separates the two. And it's a good little patch. It's a creek. So, it's probably 20 feet wide, maybe. That's being generous. I'll say, it's more than 20 feet. So, we'll say maybe 100 foot, 75, 100 foot wide. And then the other cut's on the other side of that. You can see through the trees, no problem. Where I park my truck, it's up at the top of the cut. You can see it from the main road. You can see it from the other side of the cut, from the other landing. So it's not like it was a big mystery that someone was down there. And people start target shooting. And it's dude, really? Come on, guys. So then, that happened. I've had people start honking their horn. I've had people start yelling. I've had other hunters walk in before. I've had let's see. Oh, last year, you guys saw the video. Well, you didn't see the video of them, but you saw the video of me talking about it. I had brush pickers walk in on me, and it's like, dude, when's enough gonna be enough? So I pretty much made up my mind last year that either A, I was gonna find a new area to hunt in that public area, or B, I was going to bite the bullet and try to purchase one of these permits. And these permits are first come, first serve. They're really hard to get. And just recently, within like the last 2-3 years, I'd say the last 2 years, they've become really sought after. And they keep the permit numbers low per area. So like, say they got, like, I think they have like, I think they have like 10 big areas here on the western side of the state. We'll say from the I-90 west. And it all depends on the size of the area. But like, there's this one area, it's huge. It's hundreds of thousands of acres. Yeah, it's available for you to hunt, fish, do whatever you basically want on it. You know, as long as it's legal and you're not being a dick about it. And like some areas, they have like a couple thousand permits. So it's like, oh, well, that seems like quite a bit of people. But when you think about it, it's really not. Because if you got like 4,000 people that can access, we'll say, a 500,000 acre plot of timberland, that ain't crap. So like the area I got, they only had 900 permits for motorized and 200 for non-motorized. So that's 1,100 people that can come in to this area. But here's the thing, the people that have non-motorized, they can only stick to the non-motorized areas. So there's 200 people that are confined to one spot out of the, I think it's like 200,000 acres or something crazy like that I now have access to. Excuse me. So, anyways, last night it was super frustrating because last night was take 2 on the permit sales. Because, like I said, the first night they tried to sell them, the website crashed. That ticked me off altogether. I spent 2.5 hours clicking the stupid button for basically nothing. They literally came out like an hour and a half after they started and was like, oh, we suspended permit sales because the website crashed. So that night, I clicked the buy now button. It started to load the application where I put in all my info to submit the permit application and everything. The website crashed. It kicked me out completely, so I had to log back in, and then it was gone. I didn't even stand a chance. So, flash forward to last night. So the permits go on sale at 7 o'clock. So we started clicking the button at 6:59. And I mean, we're freaking clicking like, you know, just being a retard about it. 7 o'clock hits, and literally in less than one flipping second, sale out pending. Less than a second. Literally, it was, yeah, 1 second gone. Sale out pending. And I'm like, what in the flying 450 permits supposedly went in less than a second? And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So when you're selected for a permit, you have 30 minutes. That slot is held for 30 minutes from the time the application loads. So, of course, it's 7 o'clock. Everything's gone. So I'm like, God, you know, I'm stuck. I'm like, great. I'm going to have to hunt public land again. I'm getting irritated as hell. You know, I'm cracking jokes and, you know, I was like, there's only one way this is possible. And that's if you have NASA's internet with Bill Gates and Steve Jobs both hacking it behind to get this speed. I was like, it's almost impossible that 450 people got something to load in under a second, all at the same time. Like, what are the odds, right? So, sitting there, clicking, I literally was clicking nonstop for 30 minutes. Well, I kept in mind, I'm like, oh, 30 minutes. They're going to release the permits for the people that didn't get their stuff in time, or their payment got kicked back, or, you know, maybe they got in trouble so they got banned from that property, which happens. You can get kicked off for doing stuff you're not supposed to do by not following the rules. So 7:30 rolls around, clicking still. Just got off the phone with my buddy, you know, yelling at him, basically. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Still clicking. 7:35, the frickin' page kicks me off. So I had to get back in. Well, as it's kicking me off, my wife is like, babe, I'm in. I'm like, what the hell? So I run over. We're frantic because, like, I mean, it's stressful. It really is, because, like, if you mess up, you're not gonna get another chance. And so we're both kind of arguing with each other, fighting with each other. I'm on the phone with my buddy trying to ask him what's going on with the whole situation, because it's just being weird. And then so we ended up getting one, and I don't know if we just lucked out or what, but we managed to get a permit last night. We were permit 861 out of 900. So we made it by, what, 39 people? So we got luckier than all heck. And I am excited to be able to go out and hunt in peace and quiet this year. I'm going to be elk hunting. I'm going to be deer hunting. All by bow. And the good thing about bow hunting is a lot of these people that bought the permits, they all hunt with a rifle, not a bow, which means less pressure for me come bow season, early season. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good year. I'm hoping I'll be able to put some meat in the freezer. So, anyways, that's the story. I thought it was kind of comical last night, the way it all happened. It was stressful, but looking back on it, pretty good time. So I'm excited I got one. Y'all are gonna have to stay tuned, because I'm gonna be posting some videos here in the upcoming months when I get access to it. Hunting, fishing, berry picking, mushroom picking, all kinds of stuff. You'll be hopefully elk scouting, deer scouting, hopefully hunting, all that good stuff. So anyways, y'all have a good day. Stay safe.